the question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense will get the ball first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally... So, are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer, obviously, in the booth was pretty solid, too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe 2-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's King. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Under fire. Pulls it in, it's Rivers. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. With the catch, it's Haynes. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads.
Going for a big play right off the bat. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Finds his man. It's Frazier. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Cade. Heaves it deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. It's a draw. Running to Green. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They go to the ground. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Catch in the middle, it's Rivers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you're going to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. No, people forget Georgia Tech was a charter member of the SEC, though that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a gap, it's Haynes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Motion from the back. To throw, it's King. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. He makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. On the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal. But great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And he will score! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploding.
Got it in the middle. It's Belt. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
To the air on 2nd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the... 6. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking a shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to...
There he goes to the left. He got loose, almost passed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Looking downfield, it's King. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. He's got it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Safe completion on the screen. He's past the 30. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Georgia! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry up. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to pass. It's King. Gets it out quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. trying to go up top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Still looking on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to fire on second down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this lead to start in the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Dogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Kane. Bring in the heat. And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. Showing off the arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big.
There he goes. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Pocket breaking down. Turns it loose. Already toast the coverage. Got it deep downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a throw on 1st down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. Unloads quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right spot.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw at Stockton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 30. Off and running. Touchdown, Georgia. Once he got some room, it was over. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy dogs putting the fight into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody want to go tempo right now?
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of matchup somewhere else.
Around the edge, it's Haynes. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
No, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
Oh, they're after him. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's King. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Dead center perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Dogs moving quickly to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Going for the big play. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And it'll be down right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great.
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Kane. Grabbed over the middle, it's Patterson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pelt. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Georgia sends out the punt team. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line.
Kicking team.
The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Back to throw, it's King. Finds his big tight end. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Corners are walked up tight. Back to throw, it's King. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Patterson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on 1st down. Connection to the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is... Oh, he's got some space. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you...
They fake it, and he'll try to run it in. He'll run into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it a little short of the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's King. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Patterson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. The screen. Watch out. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. In this two-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good from 58 yards out. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the move, it's Frazier. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Back to pass. It's King. He's got the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the pass, even the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.